18th place. Zarco, Mir and Cyrene on.
And away we go. Good start there from the second row for Franco Morbidelli. Not so there for Fran. Has got away best and will surely lead into turn one. But look at Dobby from ninth.
Brilliant start then for second for the LCR man.
Honda, Ducati. Cal Crutchlow with a brilliant start himself from...
And then for Andrea Dovizioso, the dream start for Dobby, just what he wanted, but Marc Marquez got a...
Morbidelli with a lot of work to do already. Danilo Petrucci thought about a move on his teammate.
Awful start for the Frenchman.
Dovizioso thinking about a move there. Will he wait until the start-finish?
Grand Prix in Le Mans. Dovizioso's attacking Cal Crutchlow at Pacini for the third time of asking, and he makes it stick. What a first lap.
If he sees that number 4 come past him in the early stages, it's a good start also for Alex Rins. He comes through into 7th. Look
now without a tote, but Miller with the slipstream forced his way up the inside of Crutchlow and Petrucci. Wasn't he? He was in the top 6 at the end of the first lap. There's Pecco Bagnaia having a good fight mid-pack against Maverick Vinales, who's had an awful start.
Kagami and Crutchlow, who you're right, is struggling. Alex Rins there now starting to make his way through. The factory Suzuki rider, he had good pace in free.
Teammate in 2020, Petrucci versus Miller, more than just points at stake between those two.
Absolutely right. As Cal Crutchlow.
He's running a real strong pace on that Pramac Ducati, just at the back of this lead group of 9.
Yamaha's struggling at the moment.
On average, 15 kilometres an hour slower than the Hondas and the Ducatis on the straight. Missing that start, it's really Cosway they really come into their own. They are the masters of tyre management. That's a little bit of a grey area of concern perhaps for Dan.
Happened there, but it's Marquez from Dobby. Here comes Rins. Neatly done. Well executed move that from the Suzuki.
Australian for the last time a Suzuki was on the podium here in Mugello.
Looks like he's going to make light work of Dovizioso. Right flick. Rins might even have a look here into the final corner. If he's got the Pacini corner, is he going to get swallowed up in the slipstream by Petrucci's Ducati and Jack Miller's Ducati? Well, Petrucci. So Marquez it is still from Dobby. Now Petrucci in third, then Miller, Rins.
And his last lap was a mid-148, nowhere near the pace that he needs to be. He was a good half a second off the pace of the top 4.
Rossi's
Danilo Petrucci. He's put Andrea Dovizioso 1 place down.
Well, he's down in last place. Tags the back of Joan Mir going into the chicane.
Deary me, poor old Joan Mir. Dovizioso, and now he's taken Marc Marquez. He leads the Italian Grand Prix. He leads for the first time.
He's well wide, and he's going to lose a couple of places. Jack Miller also trying here from the Ducatis in 4th, and now Rins.
Marc Marquez getting duffed up. 48.001, so he's already 0.3 of a second faster. So then,
Soso going to challenge Marquez, has got past Alex Rins, up towards turn 1 we go, and Dovizioso does lead then.
Marquez and Rins as well though. Marquez.
Marquez on Lorenzo, and he in turn loses the potential second place to Petrucci. No.
That was aggressive by Marquez, but there was definitely a little bit of room there. Definitely a little bit of room.
Zarco going down at turn number 8, in a bit late, in a bit hot, and unfortunately that's it. Game over.
You can see, a bit like Dovizioso at La Chapelle, it just wasn't settled going in on the brakes. And when it wasn't settled and he kept on squeezing the front brake, it was over. It wasn't coming back. There you go. That's the end of the French dream in Le Mans.
Right we go, and they're all jostling for position behind Dovizioso. Miller with the inside line. He's not going to...
Grand Prix. And while Petrucci, Marquez and Miller slug it out, Dovizioso are taking lumps out of each other. It's just dragging Cal Crutchlow right back into it. Not too far behind is Pecco Bagnaia.
This is what happened earlier. We just missed the incident there from Rins and Marquez, but then watch this contact between Miller.
Down. Well, the doctor's disaster is complete.
Start day for Valentino Rossi in Mugello.
Well, it's his first DNF since Japan 2017. A kind of significant move, not really made any kind of overtake. He's just happy to watch the drama unfold in front of him.
Thick as well. That was neatly done again by Alex Rins. He really...
Who's got a second buffer over fellow Yamaha rider Maverick Vinales. No way through for Miller.
Here comes Rins again, and he moves up into second place. Into Pacini, the final corner. Slightly wide, they both ride.
I'm with the 2-bike slipstream. Marquez. Has he got up the inside or around the outside even up to now 7 and not too far away from being 8. Rins pounces. Alex Rins then takes the lead. He's up the inside, about to become 9.
This is absolutely sensational, that Mugello. Petrucci up the inside now of Rins. There's not enough room there.
Picked up there by Rins at Corantaio. That was right in front of the Ducati grandstand. That was ruthless.
Petrucci with the Ducati power. Dovizioso comes the other side of him and powers past the pair of them as they try
on the Red Bull KTM. The gap over the line between the top 9 riders was just 1 point. Do you remember, Steve? I think it was Qatar where Alex Rins said he had the better of
them at the moment. Feel like they've got a realistic podium chance. I don't think many people thought it was going to be as close as this here.
Not a lot of stability front and rear. The bike feels aggressive. It's really energy sapping.
So through comes Marquez. There's nothing wrong with the speed of that Honda this year, is there? Screams part of the Repsol Honda rider now, with Rins in 4. Up to Arrabbiata 1, up there.
4 seconds covering the top 10. Behind this lead group, it's Piero, Polispadro, Lorenzo, Aleix Espargaro. Losing the front at Arrabbiata 2.
He's there from Dovizioso, or was he pulling off a tear off? I'm not quite sure, but either way, and it's at the last corner, and the bike's smoking away here as well, so it must have caught to Bagnaia. I was looking at the wrong Ducati then, but well, he was actually speaking. Petrucci does run into a few tyre life problems himself.
Well, he's got to save 2 things today. Absolutely right, Steve. That would not have happened over the last couple of years. A Honda slipstreaming a Ducati.
For one, Alex Rins is still there. Jack Miller's just stretching at the moment to try and stay with this group. Cal Crutchlow
over Arrabbiata 2, so loose. He lost all momentum and drive. Let Alex Rins come through, but then straying just over half race distance. Has he made the move too soon in terms of tyre life? There's a Miller with him, and Miller just struggling as well himself. Miller couldn't get in the 147s last time around.
Those two have been completely dropped, and that will be a bit of a humbling to Cal, and Nakagami beats him here.
The 2019 RC213V chassis has he, Cal Crutchlow. Back to Scarperia, then
they want to pick up a few spots. I have to say, I'm rather surprised at the speed of Quartararo in this one. The rhythm he's had in all 3 practice sessions. Marc Marquez, Dovi, Rins, Miller. These 5 at the moment are all linked together. There's 8 laps to go. Simon. We've lost Miller just as he posted the fastest lap.
More in Le Mans, he could stay with these guys without doing that, because the edge grip is the first to drop.
The final turn, but here comes Marc Marquez. He's got the slipstream now on Danilo Petrucci, but he's not going to outbrake him. Can Petrucci get it stopped?
Cal Crutchlow, Maverick Vinales ahead of him is Polispadro, who's now inside the top 10.
Dovizioso, number 42, Rins. There's a big gap then back to Nakagami, who's on for one of his better drive results.
Well, if Petrucci wins this one today, then Danilo Petrucci.
But you're not going to win a race like this without a proper...
He's got daylight between himself and Hoy Lorenzo. Lorenzo's 1.8 seconds behind Jack Miller, so he's relatively comfortable in that 4th place, but with a bit of fading grip now at this stage of the race, he may just think, okay, 4th place, I'll take that. Look at Dovizioso. I've never seen him look so perplexed and so confused after a crash. He's not a guy that throws it down the road very often, is he, Andrea Dovizioso? He did it here memorably with Marc Marquez in a tandem tumble 2 years ago in 2016. Marquez closes right up on Giant Zarco's rear tyre going down into garage.
Then 6/10 covering the top 4 riders here in Mugello with
Petrucci. Both of these 2 top men on the track right now have been really
stretching, because this one's not over, and here comes Dovizioso now. He's got the inside line. Petrucci still leads. Dovizioso.
So it's a Ducati 1-2 Mugello, just as it was here 12 months ago with Lorenzo and Dovizioso.
It's good. Into Correnteo, where there would be some serious noise if a Ducati 1-2's pulled. And that's a sorry sight here in Mugello. Valentino Rossi then, his bike being wheeled back as we make our...
Dovizioso around the outside of Danilo Petrucci, and Dovizioso's made it stick. Andrea Dovizioso, his hope of Ducati winning the World Championship this year. How much risk will he take, bearing in mind...
Petrucci, he made it clean, good move. Number 9 back in front. Marc Marquez though, now looking to try and pounce, and that...
Will it happen yet again? It does. Dovizioso. 220 miles an hour motorcycle underneath him, and he hits
Italian Grand Prix win, and you're on a Ducati. Alex Rins has been told by his team to go.
Try and find a way through on Marquez, Dovizioso and Petrucci, really difficult, and of course, of that top 4, he's got the slowest motorcycle, so actually doing it is a totally different ball game.
There's still a few cards left to be played here. Ahead of Dovi, Marquez and Rins, with 2 laps to go when they cross the line next.
Just in the distance there as well.
Ride from Nakagami, I cannot argue with that at all. Down into turn 1 again, here comes Dovi, he's got the inside line, this ain't over. Not with Dovi and Marquez behind him.
No, he knows the Alamo's coming. He is never going to be... The 2-bike slipstream on the factory Honda, and Marc Marquez hits the front here in Mugello. Has he timed this to absolute Marc Marquez? And after all that, Petrucci still leads.
Petrucci leads, but Marc got to pounce. Is he going to make it into here? No. Marquez is having a look as well. Look at this. Is he going to pull off the move here? No. Oh, it is!
Petrucci!
He's done it! Petrucci's dream is realised!
What a race! What a day! What a moment for Danilo Petrucci and the factory Ducati team in Mugello. in Ducati's backyard.
But watch this, Dovizioso comes through, contact between him and Marc Marquez. He gets sat up, you see, by Danilo Petrucci, who then...
Marc Marquez, you knew he was going to try when he slipstreamed both the Ducatis going into San Donato. The 2020 factory lineup will be Andrea Dovizioso and Danilo Petrucci.
Andrea Dovizioso
Musicians have been catching him everywhere, and here he is.